everyone. So today we got to talk about ZCASH. As everyone knows, ZCASH has been doing crazy numbers. It's up a lot, 15% in the last 24 hours, 600% in the last year, 400% in the last 30 days. We got to talk about this because I have an unpopular opinion. And yeah, I know I did predict multiple ZCASH breakouts. Okay, we had a breakout coming on here, and then I predicted some breakouts, but now I see some red coming for ZCASH, and I know some people aren't going to like it, but let's go over it. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But let's first start with the numbers. Like I mentioned before, we're doing good. 14% in the last 24 hours, 54% in the last 14 days, 400% in the last 30 days, 600% in the last year. All that's good. 506 million in trading volume. That's good. 4.1 billion in volume. That's good. What's not good is ZCASH was pumping massively while all the other cryptos were down. Usually when this happens to projects, more times than not, and look, it doesn't have to happen this way. It doesn't have to happen this way. I might be wrong. But a lot of times projects will reach their top while other projects are lagging behind. And when those same lagging behind projects come back, then the ones that were pumping are now pulling back. Unpopular decision, I know. ZCASH has been doing stuff too. They've been making updates left and right. They've been doing stuff, but it does not dispute the way that the market likes to work. So anyways, yes, guys, yes. I did make that prediction. Yes, people made money. Now let me stop. But no, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm seeing a pattern here, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it. And this might be wrong. Right? Because this is a little early. It's a little premature. But I like to be ahead of the curve. And, this is something that I'm noticing. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's what I'm seeing, right? It doesn't necessarily have to mean that this is what I'm seeing here. So this is just what it looks like. So what we are looking at here is some patterns. Now, as you can see here, this isn't your typical, this doesn't look like a bull flag, as you can see, because this one right here is starting to expand actually. And what it looks like is the bullish expanding triangle. But the problem with it being a bullish expanding triangle is that the bulls, it's coming in from a uptrend. Usually, bullish expanding triangles are coming from a downtrend. As you can see here, bullish expanding triangles usually come in from a downtrend. They usually don't come in from an uptrend. So there's a possibility that might not be right. So remember that. There's a possibility that, we're going to have to, make another assumption of what's going on here, right? But it doesn't dispute the fact that we could get a rejection here and come back to the bottom here at about $1.50 or $150. So there is a possibility that we're going to end up seeing this. I will say this. If the overall market pulls back, you're probably going to end up seeing ZCASH pulling back here to this level down here. And that will put ZCASH, give or take, around $1.55 or $155, 140, 150, not 140, but like 150 to 155. That's where I would put it. That's if that happens, guys. Remember, that might not happen because we are inside, again, a bullish expanding triangle. And, contrary to popular belief, like these chart patterns, they don't always play the way that you think that they'll play. So technically it is a bullish expanding triangle, but it came into it from an uptrend. Usually they come in from a downtrend and then they're bullish. So there's that one possibility. But either way, if it does not break out right here, guys, I know y'all are going to be mad at me for saying this, but if we don't break out right here, right now, we are going to end up pulling back here to $1.55 / $1.50. I know people don't want to see it, but it could happen. Now, super bullish on the MACD. Lots of buying pressure on the MACD. I'm not going to lie there. There's a lot of buying pressure. So ZCASH has the possibility and the strength to break past it. So if ZCASH does break past this, guys, what you want to look for is going to be $3.38. That's the next level for us to hit. Or $3.38. $338. You know, I'm so used to dealing with all these small numbers, right? But anyways, $338 is where we should be heading if we break out. If we break out. Now the percent R trend exhaustion, the short-term trend is kind of over exhausted. Looks like it wants to pull back a little bit. But there, like, again, I still see a possibility of it breaking past, right? But there's just too many factors against us. So this is also the percent R trend exhaustion for the hourly chart. Look at how over exhausted, overbought it is up there to the upside. So you got to look at that as well. If we come to the weekly chart, this right here is a bearish signal. It's about to show us a red arrow right there, right next to the right on that bar. And when it shows that, that's pretty much a sign that it's going to end up, you know, pulling back. You know, it's the percent R trend exhaustion. So it shows when the trend is exhausted, either on the upside or the downside. So we've seen this happen before. Why would it not happen again? But before, it wasn't that bad of a pullback. Before, it pulled back a little bit, it went sideways, and then it finally broke out again. So this time could be different, and it might pull back a little bit, and then it might start pumping. And that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I know a lot of people are probably like, no, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It's not going to stop. But that's just not how things work in crypto. They don't just keep going and not stop. But sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. On the daily chart, you can see here the percent R trend exhaustion has been overbought for a long time. And it started to drop. And now you notice how it's kind of coming back. There's a possibility that it could come back and then keep pumping. And again, I said up here, $338. That's the target if it breaks out. If it breaks out, look for $338. If it does not break out, look for $150 to $155. So look for that if it doesn't break out. But so far, I don't know. We're gonna have to watch. I don't want to see this thing, you know, completely dumb, but you know, I'm paying attention to it. Also, another thing, guys, if you are also going to watch it, if it does break the downside here, then we're going to have to watch out for another support after it breaks that $150 level. And that's going to be here at about $120. That's just the last solid support. So, you know, it's just what we got to do. And it's kind of funny how $150 is right here at that wick, right here at the bottom of that wick. Right when all this crazy selling was happening, right there at the bottom of the wick, that is where $150 is. So it's kind of ironic because if we do pull back, that's the perfect area for us to land, and possibly even down to 120. So I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. There's a possibility that it keeps going. Still, remember that I'm not saying it's 100% going to crash. I'm just saying you have to know your levels. You have to know your support and resistance levels. Be prepared for both scenarios. Be prepared for it to break out. Be prepared for it to crash. Know both of your levels. You know, have your stop loss. Like if you come down here, like let's just say it goes below. I would say if it goes below $150, it'd probably be smart to sell. Even at that, at like $180, at $190. This is also a level 2 that you should look at. That's like the halfway point. And it's also where we had some support before there. So that's another good level for you guys to watch. But yeah, I'm going to keep you guys updated with this ZCASH. It's looking good so far. So let's see, let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Anyways, this is all I got for you guys today. Definitely go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Again, this thing could break out. Keep an eye out for it. But if it doesn't, then just know where we're landing. So yeah, keep an eye out for it. But anyways, go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month. You'll probably make it back within the first month. I'll go over any crypto or stock that you guys want me to go over. Just give me those suggestions in the comments. Become a member of the channel, and then I'll go over them for you guys. So yeah, shout out to the members out there. And as always, I'll be back with another video.